I turned to solitude because I was shattered by those closest to me. But first, let me tell you how that shattering happened. The funniest thing is this. When my family told me they had excluded me from the $4,500 vacation, the first thing I felt wasn't anger. It wasn't sadness either. It was just emptiness, as if something inside me had silently gone out. And the only place I knew to fill that void was the forest. But this time, I wasn't going to escape. I was going to fight. I had been looking forward to that vacation for weeks. It was going to be our first family trip like that. We were constantly texting in the group chat, pool or sea. What activities should we do? I paid my share too, exactly $4,500. I transferred it to my mother's account, writing in the note section, "Can't wait." I really couldn't wait. Then silence fell. They brushed it off with, "Everything's taken care of, honey." I said, "Okay, that's fine." Turns out everything had been taken care of without me. That day I was at the mall just getting some basic supplies. Then I saw her, my sister, by the fountain. With her husband Tyler next to her, they were laughing. I thought to myself, good, maybe we can talk about the vacation. I approached. "Hey," I said. They turned. My sister's face. Oh my God, I can't even describe it. Went pale white. Her eyes widened like saucers. Tyler was smirking with that familiar, arrogant smirk of his. "What's up?" I asked. "When's the vacation? Did you get the tickets sorted?" My sister first looked at me, then at Tyler, then at the ground. She said, "You don't know? Don't know what?" "The vacation happened last month. We went, all of us, in that moment. In that moment, the world seemed to slow down. The noise around me faded. All I could hear was my heartbeat. Thump, thump, thump." "What do you mean?" I managed to say finally. My voice sounded strange, like someone else was speaking. I transferred money, $4,500. "Oh, really?" said Tyler, shrugging his shoulders. "We thought you weren't coming. You're always so busy, Busy, that word. That's where everything was hidden. The excuse they used to exclude me. You're too busy, you'd get tired, it wouldn't be good for you." "So," I said slowly, weighing every word, "you took my money and went on vacation without me. Do I understand correctly?" My sister looked away. "Don't say it like that. The timing got complicated, and you're always working." I didn't listen further. I turned and started walking. They called after me, but I didn't hear. I didn't want to hear. I got in the car, turned the key, and started crying. Whether from anger, sadness, or shock, I don't know. I just cried I didn't go home. I went straight to the forest. About an hour from the city, I had built myself a little shelter, like a treehouse. When I got there, it was almost dark. I sat down, lit a fire, and thought. I thought and thought. Hours passed, the fire went out, I was still sitting. Then I stood up and made myself a promise. Enough is enough. By morning, my plan was clear. First thing, I researched lawyers. I found the most ruthless, most cold-blooded one, Mr. Emmon. I went to his office. "Hello," I said. "My family stole $4,500 from me. I have proof. What can we do?" He looked at me for a long time. "Family, huh?" he said. "These are always sensitive matters. Emotional bonds. My emotional bond is gone. I cut him off. I just want my money back and a little respect." He smiled. "All right then, let's begin." When the demand letter went out, my phone exploded. First my mother called, crying, "Honey, what is this? Are you suing your own family?" "I'm suing the people who stole from me, yes," I said calmly. I was calm because there was no anger left, no sadness, just determination. My father yelled, "Who do you think you are doing this to your family?" My sister begged, "Please, Tyler's business is already bad. He can't handle this." "Ah, Tyler. Now that was interesting." I texted, If his business is bad, he shouldn't have gone on vacation with my money. The reply came immediately. That was the family fund. The family fund includes all family members, I wrote. If you don't count me as family, then the money was mine. At this point, I'll admit, I leaned into the dark side a bit. I looked into Tyler's already shaky business, and what I learned was interesting, very interesting. I had chats with a few people in my professional circle. I talked about Tyler's financial ethics. I didn't accuse, I didn't lie. I just shared facts. A week later, Mr. Emmon called. 2 of Tyler's clients terminated their contracts. They're offering a settlement now. The settlement offer, they'd return all my money, pay interest, cover legal fees. But the lawsuit would be dropped. I also want sincere apologies, I said, from each of them in writing. Isn't that a bit harsh? Said Mr. Emmon. Harsher than what they did to me. He fell silent. All right. The apology letters arrived. My father's was short and to the point. I should have told you. I didn't. I made a mistake. My mother poured out 2 pages. You were always strong. We thought you were resilient. We were wrong. But my sister's letter, reading it brought tears to my eyes. She wrote about her childhood, how I was her hero, how we drifted apart over the years. I don't expect your forgiveness, she ended, but I understand now the value of what we lost. My money came back, all of it, with interest, but there was still an emptiness inside. I returned to my treehouse in the forest. Months passed. Tyler's business collapsed. He started working for another company. I don't see my family, but sometimes my mother messages, "Are you okay?" I say, "Yes, I'm okay." And I really am okay. For the first time, I'm okay for myself. Living by my own rules and my own shelter. One day, I got a message from my niece Emma. "Auntie, I miss you." She drew a picture of us holding hands. I replied, "I miss you too, sweetie." And that little window, maybe one day. Maybe, sometimes we learn the most painful lessons from those closest to us. I learned this. Your worth isn't measured by the value others place on you. It's measured by the value you place on yourself. The forest taught me that. How to get wet. In the rain. To withstand the wind. To light your own fire. As I tell you this from the treehouse I built myself, I want you to know, sometimes losing is winning. Sometimes being alone is being free. And sometimes the greatest betrayal reveals your greatest strength. Find your own strength too, whatever it takes.